So questions we're going to cover, if you can write on the whiteboard. What about a pantry? What in the world happened to the laundry room I was going to put back here against the wall? And what are we doing with this original kitchen space? Welcome back again. Today I am doing yet again another garage update slash Q&A video because there were so many questions on my last video and I wanted to just hammer these out and get them to you. And some of these questions I have like 20 times each, and I thought that's really important. Folks want to know that. I better take some time to do that. Did you get yourself something? Daniel's got a fire truck, a robot. You got all kinds of stuff. Yes, you do. An ambulance. I'm sorry. Okay, ready to go. It's 48 degrees here today in Virginia, so it's like playtime, you know, perspective whenever you have it in the teens and single digits. Oh, 48 degrees, let's play, have fun. So in today's video, I'm gonna answer all the questions that I've been getting, like where am I storing the slow cookers and the Instant Pots and the bread machines, and what is my plan with this counter space? Will I have extra outlets? What about a pantry? Am I not doing a pantry? Do I not have a pantry? What in the world am I doing in my life? Whatever happened to the laundry room that was going to be back here originally against this wall? What am I doing with the old baby kitchen? And there's other questions we'll get to as well, so let's just jump right in. I had just released my Smart Choices garage update video just a couple days ago. If you haven't seen that yet, it's the one where I show a lot of the light fixtures that we got. I go through all the appliances we ordered. I reveal the cabinet color, and I share the big Mega Mama range hood that I ordered. Lots of updates. We're still obviously in a big empty garage. Empty per se. There are boards sitting here now, and my second 9-foot white table that I ordered, it's under $900, $864. That's the price tag I'll put on it, but it's exactly like my other white table, and we're sticking them both together, and we're gonna make a big table with an even bigger table. Anyway, semi-truck brought that table the other day, and it is sitting here in a box. It's gonna go out in our storage container as well. But already on that last recent garage update video where I shared all those details, there's so many questions in those comments, super questions. So I was like, I think I can hide in the corner of this will-be kitchen here sooner rather than later and answer a bunch of those for you while we're waiting for the dream to come true, right? One of the questions in the comments of that video says, I like all your plans so far. I think I'd pick a gray tone to offset all the white. This is when we were discussing backsplash and tile choices. And of course now Travis's truck is gonna be coming by. That's cool. Also, I really didn't see much open counter space for all the crock pots, Instant Pots, and bread makers unless I missed that part. So as far as that goes, I'm gonna have a very big island. It's gonna be a 6 by 12. That island, many of the questions are, will you have outlets on your island? So look, I'm gonna answer like double and triple questions here. Talent, yay! So yes, the island is gonna have a lot of outlets, and the island is gonna have storage under it. So even the two sections of the island where there's gonna be an overhang for seating, I'll be able to squat down under there, and there's gonna be cabinets that open on all of those. Okay, hold on, let's let this truck go by. And so if I remember correctly, just the one long side of the island is like 8 cabinets. So there's going to be, as far as storage of the slow cookers and the Instant Pots and the bread machines and a lot of stuff that's been in my basement, I'm thinking a lot of that can go under that side of the island. If I'm doing big cooking, of course, and you know 3 slow cookers come out and we got 2 or 3 pressure cookers going, there's gonna be enough outlets and carrying on to bring them out. Again, I'm in my mind, so of course I'm not working in this kitchen yet, but these are great questions, and it helps me think through things, because some feedback has been that the island will be too big. I do not think that island is going to be too big, because like when I'm using my 30-quart bowl and my 20-quart bowl, when I got lots of bowls out, I'm envisioning those being able to be pushed and scooched far out. I'm also envisioning 2 tripods potentially on that island if I need them to be there. I'm also envisioning I could have my big 20-some quart roaster again. I mean, I have not used that thing. I don't think I've used it at all at this house because, again, there's just not the counter space room for it. So I'm picturing a lot of that going on in the island. Travis was talking yesterday about putting outlets. You can't see where I'm looking at, but on the working side of the island, the long side of the island, but on the working side of the island, it's going to be some cabinets, but a whole lot of drawers. Okay, I asked Travis as far as countertop space for the other parts of the kitchen. I'm going to get that number for you here. Hold on. We're measuring again versus looking at the drawing because I'm set up in my corner and I don't want to go inside. Okay, 16.5 to 17, and this is all countertop except for where the sink is. Okay, so that's 16.5 to 17 feet of countertop space here. So then the refrigerator ends. She's pointing, I'm going this way. I don't think this is at all where I was sitting, but I moved my chair. And I think a delivery truck. Oh, tow truck. Tow truck's coming. Had van excitement last night, but I'm gonna try to talk through that. So we'll have approximately 17 feet on one side minus one sink, and then we will have 13 feet on this side minus about 5 feet for the stove. So what is that, 9 feet? I can do math, yay. So to me, that is a lot of counter space. That is definitely much more counter space than I had at my farmhouse for a decade. And this tow truck is very loud, but I guess I'll tell you that story too. Mega much more counter space than I've had for the last 2 years. And then my super mega island. And I was over at my friend's house last night, and I think her island is what was it? Maybe a 5 by 10 or so. It was a very nice island. I had fun standing there, and she has the same sink that I got too. So I was like, let me just stand and pretend at your sink. Let me stand and pretend at your island. That was fun. Side note, I'll tell you our van story. So we were out last evening, as we do, go to the chiropractor, went to some thrift stores. The kids were having a really fun time, like, you know, getting little toys at the thrift store, how they do. Anyway, we're on our way home from our appointments and from our 2 thrift stores we had to just get in for fun. We're at a stop sign, and I was so confused at the moment. I was like, you know, when something happens and it's out of the ordinary, it takes you a moment to process it. So all of a sudden on this rural country road, there's a man at our window telling us something. So the man at the window told us that we were leaking some kind of liquid from under our van, and we really were. So our van's a 2013. I mean, we do regular maintenance, but you know, every year it needs a thing or two. So anywho, luckily we were, you know, that far from home, got it home, parked it. Today it is being towed. We actually found out when we got home, it was leaking fuel, diesel. And looks like a line somewhere has popped off. But anyway, we have a nice local mechanic that works on RVs, so our great big Sprinter high top van doesn't scare him, and he always takes care of it for us. So anyway, that's that noise. Okay, kitchen, okay, van, family update. So my thinking is, again, I'm living in this kitchen in my head, that I will have plenty of room if I didn't want to use my island, especially like this area here, from where the sink is going to be under this window. And I know it's hard to tell like how long things really are. From that window down, this is a lot of space. It's more than 4 foot, okay? And then it's going to come around, there'll be an L, and then the stove will start. So I'm thinking like this whole area here would be perfect to have some slow cookers and Instant Pots on, or if like I had both my bread machines going in that corner. I think we're gonna have a lot of room. So now you know, if you're hearing any extra car noises, what's happening in the background here. So I know in my last video on the garage, it was really windy and the chimes were going. So today you'll have car noises. So there were more questions than I expected about the laundry room that was going to go against this wall. And I've done a couple of these update videos. I thought I addressed it in one of those, but that's okay. So I'm also looking like, The back of my van is really close to the ground and up at an ankle, so hopefully, no, they know what they're doing. Stop looking. I love one of the comments I received. A viewer said she has loved watching all these garage update videos because she's been able to watch my thought process change throughout. And that is what's happening. You all are on this journey with me, designing this kitchen, and I've never designed no kitchen before. So anyway, my thought process, yes, has changed. Whenever we started this, I was trying to figure out how to also solve our laundry problem, which we don't really have a laundry problem because we have a working washer and dryer, and we have closets to hang clothes in, and we have clothing. So perspective, right? But whenever you go into our house here, we've got a stackable washer and dryer and a sink, and it's not a very wide space, and we have some jacket hang up, and then our shoe boxes, and like all that happens in that small hallway. But again, I don't have the washer and dryer in my bathroom like I've had at my last two houses. So, you know, just dealing with different things here. I would really love a dedicated laundry room. So when we were doing this kitchen, I was like, I'm getting my dedicated laundry room and my extra freezer storage. Like, I'm working it all. And this is 643 square feet. So I do think it's possible with the space. And as I explained in some of those videos, we are doing our remodel step by step, so that, because I mean, the whole house needs done, so that we can live in this thing while doing these projects and not be in a total construction zone. So that's why the kitchen is first, because I do a lot of stuff in this kitchen. We need a kitchen all day, every day, right? And then we'll be able to go through these other projects, which I'll be coming back to here in a minute. So on this journey to developing this kitchen, like when we were measuring out our spaces and thinking through our room for our table and deciding what I'm doing with this long wall here looking at me, just at some point I was like, you know what? What if I had the whole space for a kitchen? What if there's another solution to the laundry room situation where I can still get a dedicated laundry room, but yet I don't have to share this 643 square feet with the laundry room? It can just all be Jamerrill Dream Kitchen World, right? And then we started talking about those options. Now, originally, I wanted to just gut the baby kitchen, gut this, basically open it all up. The wall where my stove is, those fireplaces, the bookshelf, like open it all up totally. But if I'm not gonna have a laundry room here, I have to have it somewhere. Several people have asked, why not put it in your basement? I'm not there yet. Again, we can't do the whole thing at one time. So we have to think through what's next. And the basement that was high on the list got moved down on the list to do the kitchen now. So in that, Travis and I hammered out, okay, to get the laundry room a little sooner, so I still have it in 2022. That would be the goal, right, if possible. What can we do with this baby kitchen space? So this is subject to change, but the question of what's happening to the baby kitchen as of today, January 2022, but again, you're on this journey with me. I could be bringing you another kitchen remodel news report and things change, okay? But what we're thinking right now is through this, let's see here, let's turn with me, there's snow clothes. Okay, through that door goes into the little baby laundry room hallway, shoe storage area. And so when you go in that door, again, imagination caps, right? You're gonna go through, of course, it's gonna be, this floor will be level, and there will be a hallway. When you go through the door on the right, you got stackable washer and dryer, utility sink, and if you could walk through that wall, you would be walking through my current countertops right by my sink. And so all of that, you're gonna go through, and it's just gonna be open, and it'll be a long, wide hallway that goes all the way to the first window at my dining room table. Basically, when you come out the other end of my kitchen, that'll be a long, wide hallway. And what we're thinking now, so that hallway will have my kitchen sink window currently will be in it. I am picturing on the right side, benches, shoe storage, some kind of amazing large family organization system there. And then on the left, going through this door, you're gonna have a long wall, and approximately in the middle is gonna be like a pocket door, because we do have a couple pocket door areas in this house. When you go through that pocket door, the rest of the baby kitchen, the rest of this back hallway with the shoe storage, all the way over to where my oven and stuff are will be an enclosed laundry room. And there will be enough room for double washer and dryer, folding table, and I can't tell you the wall length dimensions right now, but Travis did the math on it and he's pretty good at that. We will have enough room for my extra freezers and refrigerators in there as well, and it will have a door that you can close on it, and some kind of folding processing table in the middle. A question when I've mentioned that, maybe in a few comments, people have wanted to know, what about Zion's bedroom door? So when we bought this house, it had 3 bedrooms, but again, we knew there was square footage here. We just had to find it, remodel it, and work with it. So what his room is to make a 4th bedroom was the original 1963 dining room, which you can see in some of my original house tour and moving vlogs that I did right before the whole world changed. Or we had that dining room original. It used to be able to walk through the dining room, baby dining room, the living room. It had like a double doorway, so we had that. However they close it up, it looks like a wall on either side now. And we put a door on the dining room, now bedroom entrance, and you enter and exit right there by my ovens. Okay, so I'm thinking we will just flip that around so that he will not enter and exit through the laundry room and freezer storage room. We will have the original entrance opened up, maybe not that wide though, with a single door, and he'll enter and exit through there. Then, if you are following along with me on this journey, everything else will be opened up. So from where the baby kitchen ends now, there's a wall where I have my coffee bar, and there's a fireplace, and there's a built-in bookshelf. And on the other side of that fireplace, however they did it, there's 3 chimneys in this house. One we invested heavily in to have it repaired. The other 2 are unusable. And we have a whole house wood stove in the basement. And so, however, I talked to our fireplace company, and they are actually coming out in a few weeks to do something else for us. And they're gonna work on our quote for taking out the fireplaces. But in having that wall taken out, they're gonna take out the 2 unusable fireplaces. But basically, where you see my white table now, and my blue couch, and my coffee bar, and that wood stove that's unusable, and the bookshelf, and then into the other side, which is our living room, which has some couches and a TV and all that, and our foyer where those IKEA bookshelves are, all of that will just be one room. You with me? You with me? Okay. And so at this moment, we're like, what do we do with that one open room? I'm sure we'll figure it out. We know we're gonna have couches, and we know there's gonna be lots of windows, lots of stained glass, because that's what I do. If you come in through this kitchen, you can then go through that nicely IKEA stamped mudroom hallway. You can go to the left and go to a laundry room, freezer room. And then when you walk out, you're in a big open room. And then the other end of our house is bedrooms and bathrooms and such too. And eventually you'll open the basement door and go down to a whole other world down there. Yes, we have rough ideas on that, but answering the question on the baby kitchen area, about 1/3 of it, I'll say, will be this open hallway mudroom, and the rest over is gonna be a nice sized dedicated laundry room. Yay. Okay, so then the second thought, regret situation is, oh, these stoves are just like driving me a little batty, and that is why I went ahead and just ordered some stoves, okay? So what I ended up ordering, again, I'm going by a brand name, and I don't have to be a brand name person. I just am trying to get decent things in the kitchen, okay? So I went with 2 nice looking to me KitchenAid ovens, or stoves with ovens. They are glass top, and I think they have 5 burners each, and that would give me like a double stove situation here. I like that idea. And I've seen some pictures of like some large family kitchens that have 2 stoves, and I like that a lot. But I'm also wondering now, I'm thinking, okay, well maybe what I actually want is 2 gas stoves. Or maybe one of those KitchenAid, I'm calling it like a commercial looking stove, okay? So I'm still out on that. But what I'm gonna do right now while I'm recording this, I'm gonna call my local propane company, because that's our only option, and I'm gonna see what they say about coming to hook up a stove for me. Okay, because I'm filming this video, I'm happy to report back. I called the propane company. Where's my cookie? We talked it out. It's not gonna be a problem. So we have a little tank that came with this house. She told me it was about 120 gallons. I think that was the measurement. She said that the gas ranges typically take about 50 to 60 a year. But I'm thinking, you don't know how much I cook, lady. But anyway, even if I went through the whole tank once a year, that's kind of what I'm thinking, that would be fine. And so she's gonna send me some more paperwork. They're gonna remove that gas heating mess I have on the one wall of my dining room there. So that's another check off my box to get that thing out. Then I'll have to paint behind it, but that's okay. We'll deal with it. And so the tank can stay where it is, and they're gonna run the line. The stove has to actually be in here before they do, and there's a permit process, but since we have our main permits, that it just sounds like, you know, check the box, check the box, check the box. So we get everything lined up so that once the stove is sitting here, they can then come hook it up. And then they come back again for another safety check. I think we're doing it. So now I have to email my gentleman at Lowe's who helps me. I have to tell him, hey buddy, you know those 2 stoves that I ordered? I'd like to return those. I don't think they've come in yet. So, and there goes the truck. Good job, guys. They're slow rolling. Come on, come on. He just likes the diesel. The boys like the diesel. It's probably in 4-wheel drive creeping across the front of the yard. Okay, so anyway, so I'm gonna email him and just ask him the process, because I know I can return the 2 KitchenAid glass top stoves for one of these big gas stoves. Let's email him. Hey there, exclamation point. I'm sure this is not the first time you have received an email like this, comma, LOL, period. My kids always ask me, especially the little ones, Daniel will be like, Mommy, who's exclamation point? Anyway, talk to text is your friend mom's, but always read it to make sure it's not saying things it shouldn't be saying. I've decided I would like to return the 2 KitchenAid glass top stoves that are ordered, period. Instead, I would like to order one of these large gas stoves, period. Now FedEx is here, yay. Here are the stoves I'm looking at now. I would want a different color on this second one, but this is my example. Let me know the best way to handle this second thought decision. Make his day, and then I will show you, I'm waiting to hear back from my friend Ashley Buffa. Ashley's stove came from France. She's got a real fancy stove. I will link her kitchen remodel down here below. Her kitchen remodel made me think, like, wait a minute, maybe we could do a kitchen remodel. It was all part of the good inspiration process. I have linked Ashley both the KitchenAid Smart 48-inch 6-burner stove, self-cleaning convection oven, freestanding. I've also linked her, let me see how to say this brand. It's KUCHT. Not gonna try it. This one is an 8-burner and also convection oven. So, And the second one, that brand name I spelt for you, is about half the price of the KitchenAid. I'm looking because I think the second one, I could return the 2 stoves I have ordered and pretty much, you know, jump over here and get that stove. Or for the KitchenAid, I'm gonna have to pay a difference, which is fine. It's just, I gotta make another trip back into Lowe's. Let's see. Can you look at Jamerrill's phone yet again? Okay, there we go. So there's the KitchenAid one, and you can get it in like 10 different colors, in yellow or red or green or silver or black or white or stainless steel. I mean, I like stainless steel, but I also like navy, and I'm thinking, well, we're gonna have a lot of white going on here. Remind me, we gotta talk about granite and quartz. We're gonna have a lot of white going on here, and so maybe a nice big navy stove. Okay. And then the other one, and this is showing it in green. They say they have it in several other colors. So then this one in green is 8 burners. When I called our propane company, they said that there's a conversion kit you can get with the stove that they will do to take it from natural gas, which we do not have available, to propane. And then one of these stoves said propane ready. So again, this same brand, and it's actually a little cheaper than the green one, but we like our blues around here, right? So that's like a cobalt blue. That would look pretty poppin'. Then of course we have to think of that tile I've been thinking through, and I am leaning towards that blue and mustard yellow one for this, for that splash. But then if I'm doing a blue stove, so still choices to be made. And then another decision to be made. So I told you in my last video I was doing this diamond sparkle white quartz because it's pretty and I liked it, and it did make my heart happy. But I have since heard that quartz is not heat resistant, it's heat sensitive, and it's stained. It's delicate and you have to work hard to take care of it. Could be wrong, okay? I've never had it. I've heard that review probably 20, 30 times. And even a friend of mine today was telling me that that is her experience with quartz, and that if she could do it again, she would have done granite. And then my friend's house I was at last night, she had granite, and her granite was beautiful. I have not purchased anything yet in reference to Countertop. So I would like to know, hit me with it, flood of comment. If it's quartz, tell me why. Tell me why quartz is the best and your good positive experiences with quartz, especially if you have a lot of kids and if you cook a lot of food. That could be our song, right? And if granite is good, tell me why your granite's good. The good thing is a lot of you probably have had granite for a long time. So has it held up 10 years, 15 years? I'm thinking through other family members who have granite. So just let me know your thoughts. I need to make this decision, but I don't have to make it now because the stone company, hello Travis's diesel truck, the stone company is not going to come out until the cabinets are in. And obviously, I mean, you know, we're here with rolls of insulation on the floor and making fun chatty videos in the meantime, but decisions are being made and things are going to start happening. Another fun thing that is coming is we've already had 2 big snows here in Virginia. We're getting a whopper, we think, of a storm this weekend. I mean, it's supposed to be at least a foot, maybe 2, especially our side of Virginia. And what's funny about that is I'm supposed to fly to Utah on Tuesday, and I was worried about their weather, checking my weather app, they're okay, and here I am, I might get snowed in and not be able to go, which is just funny, like, okay, I'm snowed in Virginia with 2 feet of snow, and I can't get to Utah, so we'll see how all that works out, but thought you'd get a laugh out of that one. Okay, the diesel's rumbling. It's gonna turn off here in a minute, though. If your husband's a diesel guy, he's gonna like this. Okay. Over here, it's called a hose bib, right? Okay, the hose bib that's coming out of this wall, are the plumbing guys deleting that? Okay, so that's our plumbing contractors. A couple folks have asked me if I was gonna like put a water fountain in over there or what I was doing with that, and I'm doing nothing with it. It's being taken out because this whole wall over here is gonna be floor to ceiling pretty much cabinets, and then a desk area in the middle, and I don't need I don't want water access over there, right? We don't need to flood the cabinets. And then that brings me to the pantry question. Lots of folks have asked, what about a big pantry? I thought you would do a big pantry. What about a walk-in freezer, or I guess a butler's pantry where you have room for your appliances and such too? Part of that just doesn't go with the vision in my head for this kitchen. I don't want another boxed off room out here, just like I decided to not do the laundry room back here. I just want a big open space. Let Jamerrill have some big open spaces, right? So I don't want a pantry room in here with walls and doors. I mean, even if we did like glass doors and stuff, I don't want it. And I feel like between all the cabinets in the island, And I mean, we're gonna have cabinets on these other two walls as well, uppers and lowers. I'm not doing any open shelving or anything like that. I'm gonna have good storage. And with this whole wall, hey Trav, how long was this wall?
21 foot between the doors.
Okay, so we're gonna have a 20-foot long wall full of cabinets. So the way I'm breaking it down is I'm thinking, okay, 1/3 of that is gonna be business cabinets, and I will have books and tripods and cameras and things that I need. And then 1/3 of that is gonna be daily homeschool, so we will no longer, I think, this could change, I reserve the right to change my mind, but we won't do the homeschool carts. Pretty much each kid will have a cabinet is how I'm thinking right now. That might change. And we'll probably go back to, I did what's called work boxes for many, many years, where basically each kid had like a milk crate, and in that crate they had their things for the day. So we're probably gonna go back to like more of a work box type system, and other various homeschool storage things, family games and such. And then the other 1/3 of cabinets will be like daily use pantry items. I don't need to store my whole pantry in my kitchen because I don't use it every day, but I could certainly have a nice section of cabinets that would hold a lot of what I would need in my pantry for many weeks or a month or so, and I could keep those loaded up. What I do right now is we have the baby kitchen, and I have 2 closets in my hallway that are my upstairs pantries, and we put shelves in one, and I just keep all the things I use most often, and I work out of those 2 closets. Now I haven't shown it yet on YouTube, and I know I need to do a video on it. In our basement, I have a very nice dedicated pantry room. It has, I don't even remember now how many shelves in there, nice heavy duty metal shelves that hold a whole lot, and they are all fastened to the walls. That entire room is filled with those. And I have 2 or 3 of those. That's like my bathroom / pantry storage. So like when I have one thing of laundry pods upstairs, on my shelf downstairs in my basement, I might have 3 or 4 things of laundry pods. And I try to not get down to 1, but when I start getting down, you know, I'll buy 3 or 4 more and keep up like that. We do use a lot of paper plates because we've got a lot going on. And so like paper plates and napkins, and bathroom section is more like shampoos and toothpaste and diapers and wipes. All of those are kept in storage down there. And then all the other shelves are canned goods and other pantry items, also my long-term storage buckets, and then canning shelves. So all of that is downstairs. Now, in a perfect world, it would be super to have all of that up here, but I already have had 2 years of having a room downstairs for it. Never in my life have I had a whole pantry room. At my farmhouse, I had the equivalent of 1 closet, and at the forest house, I also had a closet. So again, it's not a problem here. I have a whole room now. No, it's not right off of this kitchen, but I have it. So I'm thankful that I have it. That's what I'm trying to say. And that's why a whole room size dedicated pantry is not my priority for upstairs, because again, we got laundry rooms that need done, bathrooms that need remodeled. We just got a lot of other things going on, and I feel like I have a room, and Travis has worked really hard doing those shelves and securing them. Even yesterday, him and the boys had gone out and got 2 more sections of shelving because we had just enough room to fit 2 more in there. And they built those and secured those to the walls. Those are, at least for now, my extra cooking things that don't fit in the baby kitchen are down there. So as we move into the bigger kitchen, a lot of those cooking items, just more slow cookers and such, will be able to be up here. Then that will give me more room in that pantry room. If I have 100 cans of stewed tomatoes, because I use a lot of tomatoes or diced tomatoes, and you know, in all the various forms, I don't have to have all those sitting up here. And so like now in the baby kitchen, I will tell one of the kids, if I am doing something where I need 10 different cans of tomatoes, diced tomatoes, stewed tomatoes, tomato sauce, all the various tomato forms for something in particular. I just tell them to go grocery shopping in the pantry room for me. And so they take a bag downstairs. I tell them what I need. They fill it in the bag. They bring it upstairs. Or if I'm doing chili and I'm like, go downstairs to the pantry room, pick 10 different beans for mama and bring them back up. And they will bring those up in the can. So pantry wise, I'm going to have a third of this wall dedicated to daily use, weekly use and loose pantry storage. And then I do have a whole other dedicated room. I rotate things through, and like now I bring it to upstairs closets when I need it, unless it's something specific that I need that particular day that may not be upstairs, and it works for us. So I'm not gonna put any energy into changing that right now. In my head it still works, and you know, that's the most important thing. Like in my head I have systems, and I have systems for this particular house, and it works for me. So that's my pantry storage option. So again, I'll try it again now if I have not forgot any other questions. Now I'm gonna go, but thank you for hanging out with me. So if you would like to watch this whole garage to kitchen conversion thought process development from the beginning, you can click here. I have the playlist, and you can watch through them all. Watch what I said in the first video all the way to what I'm saying now, because again, we're developing this. It's working out. We're getting new ideas. I've changed some things, added some things, returning some things already, and there are things yet to buy and choices to make. Okay, so your assignments. I need to know more about this quartz and granite thing. And stove-wise, have you heard anything? I asked Ashley, I heard back, she hasn't heard anything positive or negative about the KitchenAid stove or that other brand that I mentioned. So, what you think about them stoves? I like to hear your thoughts, and I appreciate them. So thanks so much for watching.